Okay. Look here, man. One thing about it, man. One monkey don't stop no show. Facebook ain't finna do it not about to do it to us today. We about to make this thing happen. Hey, 100 shot.
Yeah.
Hey, 100 shot. Let's get it, baby.
I like how Jake's skinny this way on the
yeah,
side.
He's skinny on up. Look, let me tell y'all something. Regardless of what happened, we gonna make this thing happen. That let me know this show has got to go. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care how many shots is being shot at us.
Rain,
trying to make it happen.
yes, snow. I'm on the door.
Let's get it. Hey, let's get it. All right, look, y'all take time out. Let's go ahead and share this thing. Let's get it back popping.
Already.
Let's get it.
Already.
Let's get it. Okay, let's get it. Hey, man, shout out to all y'all on YouTube that's watching. If you would, take time out to reshare this thing real quick, man. Had a little small technical difficulty due to man, they just hating on us right now, man. But it's all good, baby. We still back in this thing.
Hey, we back.
Clay, we back. Cause Bobby done fell on her back.
We back, man. They tried to stop it.
Yeah, man. Don't stop getting.
Don't let the devil ride.
Don't let the devil ride.
I was about to shake real hard, boy, like Ray Charles with this stool kind of.
Boy, you better
if I'd
stop.
fell on live, but, hey, y'all are laughing if I'd have fell on live though.
Would they? All right, man. Well, look, we finna do this, man. Shout out to everybody that's on YouTube, man. Shout out, man. I just talked a little with the GM of Cannon, West Point, man. Major love to him, man. I believe he's online here on YouTube, man. Mm-hmm. Shout out to him, man. Thank y'all for this watching and whatnot, man. We about to get this thing cracking. We got it situated now. It's time to have some fun.
All right, I'm finna go back to the top, man. Forget that Rico. You know what I'm saying? Welcome back to the Unbreakable Glass
Podcast. Yes, sir.
Already, man. Isaac Smith, we appreciate your brother. You know what I'm saying? Big brother, the Rico Glass Group, Glass Studios.
Yeah.
Jonathan and Melissa Rogers, owners of Chick-fil-A Starkville. Thank y'all so much. Y'all already know what you do.
Yep.
Be Different. Be Different podcast in Oklahoma, Mississippi. At the Top podcast, Chattanooga, Tennessee, man.
Love y'all.
Showing love. Y'all always showing love, so we showing love back. We appreciate y'all. And everybody that's watching now, thank y'all for coming back. We had a few technical difficulties, so thank y'all for coming back in this thing. Everybody's going to catch this live when the cameras turn off. Like we always say, hey, y'all make this thing worthwhile. Coming in here week in, week out, every week, man, every Wednesday doing this thing. All of our supporters, we really, really, really appreciate y'all from the bottom of our hearts, man. Y'all, thank y'all. And last but not least,
boy, you been hanging around.
I've been around you too long, bro. I've been around you too long, man.
Yeah.
Want to thank the big man upstairs,
yes,
man.
Sir. Shout out to God. We triple blessed.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Nah. Come on. You know, we lost a little time, but we going to get right back into it, man. Rico, what we got?
Man, first of all, man, let's get our sponsor. Hey, man, shout out to Christy Davis, owner and graphic designer of Replica Graphics, okay? She is the truth when it comes to this thing. When I say the truth, man, all the flyers that you all see, all the artwork, the font, all those different things, man, brought to you by Christy Davis of Replica Graphics, man. Y'all hit her up, 662-687-2817. Here we go,
Yes, sir. One time for the life doctor, man. This is Dr. Kendrick Bailey. Hey, if you need to talk to a counselor, you need somebody to talk to, listen to your problems. You need somebody to help you out in life. You know, it's just a listening ear. If you need that, holler at my guy, Kendrick Bailey, 769-251-5133. Our Progress is the name of the company. Get it, doctor.
Yes, sir. All right, Journey of Life Network. Again, man, shout out to Journey of Life Network of Atlanta, Georgia, man. Shout out to Isaac Smith, my mentor, my big brother, the guy who is the big brother of the Rico Glass Group, who has offered so much insight and advice in what we do. If you need any photography, if you need any videography, if you need your commercial shot, I'm talking about doing things on a whole nother level. Big boy talk right there, man. Y'all get it them at jolnetwork.com. Last but not least, Quavo.
One time you can catch me on the back end. I need my back end. You know what I'm saying? Back end clothing. Y'all holler back end clothing. Get your outfits. You know what I'm saying? Miss Burnside. Hey, you know, you met her, right?
Yeah, Miss Burnside, man. That's Stalker Mama. Well,
yeah,
Burnside,
man.
Back end clothing, man, right here in Starkville.
Good folk.
And if you don't know where it's at, it's right next to Hibbett's.
Get it on the back end.
Get it on the back end, man. Last but not least, man, hey, if you're interested in sponsoring, getting your whatever it is, your product, your business, your service, what it is out there, man. $25 per show if you're gonna do a month's worth of shows. Look, hit us up. We got you. Shout out to Nate, man. We just hired new personnel that's gonna be over the sponsorship of things, man. Shout out to Nate. She'll be on here later, man. Hey, get with her and let's make this thing happen. But look here, folks. It's about time.
What's up, man?
It's about time, Quay.
Man, I look like balled up homework.
Boy, that man said balled up homework.
Yeah, I shouldn't have wore this white shirt.
Man, it's all good, man. We got to bring on our guests, though, man.
I look like a handful of communion crackers.
Hey, that man say he look like a handful of communion crackers, man. Hey, man, look, without further ado, I'm not finna fool with Quay today. Let's get this thing on and popping, man. Let's bring to you our guest today. None other. Quay, hold on, my bad. Let me before I do it. Quay, don't you supposed to be introducing him, man?
Oh, we got the pastor.
Okay.
Amen. He's a reverend. I don't know the name of his church. You know what I'm saying? But
church do right.
You know,
don't do wrong.
If everyone could stand and just point your hand towards the preacher.
Yes.
And say, Pastor Hayes.
Pastor Hayes.
Preach the word.
Preach the word.
I say, Pastor Hayes.
Pastor Hayes.
Preach the word.
Preach the word.
One more time. Pastor Hayes.
Pastor Hayes.
Preach the word.
Preach the word.
Come in your own way, brother.
Hey, come on, give him a round of applause. Give him a round of applause. Who we got on here?
Say that.
Yeah.
Somebody better say something.
Hey, I just got one question. Hey, boo boo, was you out that picnic basket? What got on them plans?
You know it.
Yeah,
killed
man.
The designer when they made them.
Ooh, all right, man. Hey, real talk, man. Hey, that guy there.
Yes, sir.
We talking about. Hey, we finna have us a good time. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
We better
Victor
have
Hayes in the building, y'all. The credit guru. I'll tell you what we're gonna do later on, man. Hey, y'all go ahead and get your questions together. We will be opening up the phone line later on. You know, if you have questions for him, you know, we're gonna get into some stuff here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you, man. Hey, you know what? Just tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from, Pastor?
No problem, sir. Glad you asked.
Come on with it.
So yeah, live in the mighty city of, the sea city, the friendly city of Columbus, Mississippi, by way of Louisville, Mississippi. I tell you what, I can fix anything but a broken heart, man.
Watch out now.
Wait a minute. You can do what now?
Fix anything but a broken heart. They call me the credit mechanic. You hear me? Yes, sir. My clients got the wheel. I sure enough got the way.
Come on, somebody.
That's right.
The credit mechanic.
Yes, sir.
That's a bad man right
That's
there.
a bad man.
You know it.
You know what I'm saying? Change that copyright out for you.
Hey, exhilarating copyright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody need a tune up every now and then.
Yeah.
But yeah, by way of Louisville, man, I've been in Columbus for about 15 years. Just trying to, my goal is to see my people win, bro. Just expanding the knowledge of financial literacy and things of that nature and giving people the opportunity to understand that this credit thing is not a big bad monster. You know, you just need to tap in and address it. So I give people the information and the tools for them to be able to next level their situations, bring them closer to their goals in less time than they possibly expect.
Hold on, you bring them close. Say that again now.
Bring people closer to their goals in less time than they possibly expect.
Less time than they possibly expect.
Yeah.
So how did you get into this, man? How did you get into this field, bro?
Again, I'm glad you asked, bro. You ask great questions, right?
Man, I'm trying, man. I'm trying to wait on.
So,
I'm trying to stall for glass over here.
And I tell people this, like this. So, me, if I had to sum myself up by characteristics, I would say that I'm sort of like the Charleston White, Kevin Samuels, and a Cat Williams all tied in one. And what I do is I force people out of their comfort zones, and I force people to address the issues that you can't fix what you won't face. You know what I mean? So I have people to really face their things and understand that it's not nearly as bad as what they think it is. But how I got into this thing was credit is not something that's generally, everybody know this. And even when I talk to my different clients and I do other speaking engagements, credit is historically not something that's discussed in our households. And I come from a household where I was told that you don't need no credit. Credit cards are the devil.
Okay.
Meanwhile, everybody had tabs at the different convenience stores and different stores and different things around town. But what I found out was you go to college and you don't know anything about credit, but first thing you know, you go to the college and when you walk on the dorm hall, you got all these different, back when I was going, it wasn't before, it was before social media. So you go in and you see all these pamphlets for credit cards and this and that and the other. And
Man, they used to get me, bro. Like, man, they used to offer free pizza, man.
Right.
They had the free pizza.
Come
you
on,
know, you
bro.
sign up for.
Right.
So they got you with pizza, bro?
Yeah.
You know, you in college, you hungry, boy.
Pizza, man.
Man, listen to me, man.
Yeah.
They had the credit card little seminar thing set up, man. Hey, we can get you free pizza. You come in here and sign up.
Yeah. Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Everybody signed up.
Yeah.
Everybody signed up.
What?
My first credit card, I'll never forget. I was going to school at Ole Miss, and I got a Belt credit card.
Oh, yeah.
First credit card.
Yeah.
And hey, you couldn't tell. Well, I had $250 on the thing. What?
$250.
$250? Man, I thought I was doing something.
Oh, yeah.
Then I was like, I need to pay this bill off. $250.
Was it Bilk or Mac Ray's?
Bro, first of all, I ain't that old, bro. I ain't that old.
I remember
I ain't that old. I got
What,
built.
man?
I had built. I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know
I
nothing
had
about
built.
Mac Ray's?
I don't know nothing about
Okay,
Mac Ray's.
then.
Yeah, ain't
All
that
right.
old, man.
Come on, Vic. We back.
Yeah, no problem, man. So, being that this thing is not discussed in our household, we a lot of times in our community we think that we have to kind of got to thug it out, you know, like we figure it out, or you think that you're supposed to take bad deals. People don't understand what an interest rate is. People don't understand what co-signing is. There are a lot of different things, a lot of different variables that go along with financial literacy and good, healthy, positive credit values. So coming through school, you get the credit card, just like Glass say, you know, you you get the credit card. My dad gave me like $20 to make it the whole week off of, but I got a credit card that's got $250, $300 on it. So you go and make purchases, and you think that it's free money. You think like I signed up for something, these people gave me some money, but that's not the case. And understanding how to properly use credit cards is where the rubber meets the road. Mm-hmm. It's the best game changer in the world, but we'll get into that later on. But
Yeah.
I made a lot of bad decisions, financial decisions. I had a lot of nice cars. I did a lot of things that a lot of people do, and it looks good on the outside, but
Oh, well, you
in your pocket, you know, it's like you hurting, you know, on the inside. So went through bankruptcies. I went through going to the car lots and spending the whole day sitting in there trying to purchase a car. Meanwhile, I'm watching other people come in with better credit, and they walking in and coming out, you know, instantly. Like within 30 minutes to an hour. I've been there all day.
Yeah.
So long story short, I
Hey, real quick, man. Somebody shout you out right here, man. Winston in the Shoba Hall.
Neshoba Hall.
No.
Winston, there it is, whoever you are. Hey, I love it.
Aries lover.
Yeah, whoever it is.
I said, what that?
Aries lover, whoever that is right now. I think I said it right.
She ain't said nothing wrong.
Hey, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm a Virgo.
But
Man, this guy.
hey, bro.
Message?
Yeah.
Message?
Somebody better say something.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, man, just get back to the sauce. But I was stricken with bad credit, got to the point where it just got to the point where I couldn't take it no more, man. It was just
Yeah.
my back was against the wall, and I finally tapped into it. I partnered with a person that I knew, and they exposed me to what credit was.
Okay. So, what credit was? What is credit?
Credit is your ability to how well you can manage debt over time. That's what credit actually is. Your credibility is what separates you from being able to highly qualify for things. It's like your adult report card, I guess I should say. So how well you manage your credit to our economic system is what really determines how you are categorized as a consumer. So people that have properly managed their credit, obviously they can go in and do things and do things with a lot of ease. You can maneuver around the financial space a lot easier than people that haven't. But what I'm here to tell anybody that's listening in is that it is not nearly as hard or difficult as people think.
I agree.
You just have to tap in. Like it's really not. The worst thing you can do is procrastinate on it.
Yeah.
Like it's literally like you just.
Yeah.
I look at thousands of credit files, and it's like, I mean, during my career.
Yeah.
And I see people that are just, to me, they just suffering for no reason.
Right.
And I'm like, when I look at it, I'm like, all you got to do is this, and that. Like,
So give us some examples, man. I know, Vic, you just said when you feel like your back is against the wall, man. I know a lot of people out there that may be feeling like that, man. Like their back is against the wall. What do you do? You know, you say it's so simple. Can you break down like a situation or an example of something you've seen? You know, that somebody might have been like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this, and then you over here looking like, bro, all you got to do is this.
Yeah.
You know, can you walk us through some of that?
See, a doctor can only hear what you reveal.
Ooh,
and so the first thing I have to do is we can. A lot of people call me and they start telling me their situation, and I say, look, before we get all wound up into what I want to know is what your why is. You need to have a reason for what you want to do.
That's good.
And when I figure out what your why is, I know where your mindset is. But then after that, I need to actually take a look at the lay of the land and see what you're dealing with. So the first thing I have to do is actually look at your credit profile, and I do a detailed analysis and determine what needs to happen.
Yeah.
What I always do is try to give my people the free game. Like, if I see some little simple things, man, I'm not going to take you all around the world and go do this, go do that. Like, I'm going to literally give you a layout of what needs to happen.
Right.
I tell people all the time, I don't care how you address your credit, just do it. You can go to somebody else. You can do it yourself. I don't care. Just do it because it's mandatory.
Hey, man, so I'm sorry, but I got to turn this thing up a little bit. And let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
So your credit is phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever got mistaken and got good credit for being Terrence Howard?
No, I ain't got no.
He do look like Terrence Howard, man.
Come on, man. Come on, skinny man. Come on. Yeah.
Come on, Mike.
Yeah.
Wait,
Come
say
on,
one more
Mike.
time, Vic. What is that?
Come on, skinny man.
Hey, man, because I want to make sure that you ain't got good credit. They think you Terrence Howard.
Yeah.
So
You know what I'm saying? He got a
they
bit-
rolling out the red carpet.
You know what I'm saying? He got a little bit of Fred Hammond over there, too.
Oh, yeah.
No weapon.
Yeah, no weapon.
No weapon.
Oh,
right.
man. Y'all crazy,
Boy,
boy. You
y'all
stupid.
crazy.
Do the right thing, 5 3/16.
Come on now. Come on, preacher. But look, man, so, man, the thing is, man, the thing we love about it is that, you know, on this podcast, what we try to do, we try to bring people in to help change the lives of people.
Right.
And so, like, when it comes to credit, a lot of people don't really even understand credit, you know? And if I'm speaking for personal experience, man, I told you about when I got started with a belt card. Mm-hmm. And this is the honest, true story. I grew up seeing my family struggle in the aspect of credit, be it what you call them ready loan places, you know, where you
Cash
get
advance
a cash
and all
advance.
that, yeah.
You got to
Beat it,
pay $100. you go get $100, but you got to pay $300 back.
Yeah.
Stuff like that,
Yeah.
man. And I grew up seeing. I didn't understand it, but I just knew that was something I never want to partake in.
What kind of deal that was?
You didn't know the series. If I'm now, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't some of them places charge like 300%?
Oh, I was in there. bro.
Oh, you used to
I was
run
in
one.
there, bro. I wasn't running none. No, I was running them. I was keeping the lights on for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going from one and having to go to another one to pay the other one to pay the other one. I was robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I've been there, bro.
Oh, real
I've
quick,
been
man.
there.
Hey, man, shout out to my CPA, man, Blake Barksdale on this thing, man. Let me throw
Barksdale
it
up here? What's up,
Barksdale
Blake?
on here, man. So
Yes,
check this
What's
out.
up, bud?
So we got
Yes,
CPA
indeed.
on here. He got something he want to tell y'all. Look, it's very important to study how the scores are measured and focus on making sure you are doing those things. Payments on time, managing balances as a percentage of credit limit, and not too many credit inquiries. Ooh, it's starting to get deep. Vic,
Yeah.
I need you to go in on that, brother. Because we need to get those details right.
Right.
Like what do people need to do? I'm struggling. I got a 540, brother.
Right.
I got a 540. what are some steps I need to take just out of the blue? I know you need to see, like you said, doctor can't heal what they can't reveal.
Right.
So I'm coming to you blind. I got a 540, man.
Right.
I need you to help me, brother. Help me.
Right.
Help me.
So your credit profile is broken up into different portions. It's 100 if you take 100%, but one of the biggest portions of your actual credit breakout is payment history.
Okay.
Credit cards are the biggest determining factor of how well your credit score grows.
Okay.
Having an auto loan, mortgage loans, all of those things, they're good, and it's good in the entire deal with the overall credit mix. But with installment loans, I'll just say for like a personal loan, you don't really see the biggest benefit of a personal loan until you're about 90% into paying that loan off.
What you mean by that? So you say
Like-
90% paying it off? Like, what do you mean?
So
benefit?
I mean, if you borrowed $1,000,
Okay.
once you get to
Paid
where
off.
you've paid
$900.
almost $900, that's when you'll kind of see the momentum in your credit score. You'll see some before, but the biggest push comes around 90% on an installment loan. But with installment loans, because a lot of people say, well, if I got a car, won't it help me build my credit? Yes, it will. But with that car, you'll see a sort of an increase in your credit within the first 4 to 6 months of you making on-time payments and things of that nature. But once that car reaches its, if you got it financed for 36 months, like once that car is paid off, it's a closed account, so you don't receive any more positive payment activity from that car. Mm-hmm. It did what it's gonna do and it's done. But credit cards, you can use them. They're called revolving credit. You can use them and pay them off, and you can have credit cards for 30, 40 years. So as long as you properly using those credit cards, they are the biggest determining factor.
Okay.
Now, having a home, a mortgage, having some vehicles that you've paid off, having some personal loans, that's what we call a good credit mix, because it shows the lenders how well you can manage different types of debt.
Oh, wait a minute. I got something for you real quick, man, because look, the comments started to go live, man.
Let's
got
go.
Got somebody young, right? He said, look, I'm going to be 18 soon. What should I do to get started?
Oh,
That's
man.
good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Oh, man.
Pito Loco.
Clean credit profiles, you can go stupid, man.
Okay.
A clean credit profile, you can go, that's anybody, even an older adult. Like people that have no credit, that's a clean foundation. It's always easy to build on a clean foundation. Now, don't get me wrong, people that have challenged credit, that doesn't mean that it's hard for them, but somebody that doesn't have any negative and you can just only layer positive on it, oh, man. But it's at the same time, as a young person, you can get a 700 credit score just like that in the snap of a finger. But it can still be considered a thin credit profile because there's nothing, like your parents may add you as an authorized user, which is what I would say would be the first step that I would take is if your family members or parents or somebody that have managed their credit cards good, add that person as an authorized user. So basically their payment history, if they've had a Belt card or Capital One card for 10 years and they've never missed any payments, never retained any high balances on that card, that 10 years of payment history will basically, I always say, bleed over onto the other person's credit profile.
Yeah.
So you basically getting all of that data added to your credit profile, which will basically feed that credit score. So if you don't have nothing and you feed 10 years of payment history, your credit score going to go stupid, but it's still going to be considered a thin credit profile because there's nothing on there to really show how well you manage as a consumer. So now we need to create what we call primary trade lines.
Okay. Okay.
And again, I'm gonna say this. I need to say this, my disclaimer. This is for financial. I mean, this is not financial information. This is just for educational purposes only. But there are so many primary trade lines that you can add. If you live with your parents and they own their home, you can add rental payment history to your credit profile.
Oh, man.
Wait a minute. Say do what now?
You can add rental payment history to your credit profile. So it really doesn't matter if you actually pay them rent or not. You don't have to physically pay, but for the longest, people used to always wonder, like, hey, I pay mortgages, I pay car notes, I pay all of this, and that stuff goes to the credit bureau. But when you rent, it doesn't go anywhere. Well, now they have created systems where you can get your rental payment history added to your credit profile. So that helps tremendously. So most of the rental reporting companies will go back as far as 2 years of rental payment history.
Yeah.
You got so many other companies, Self-Lender, Kickoff. If people are with Navy Federal, you can do Navy Federal pledge loans. It's a lot of different strategies, man. But to the gentleman, it's so easy to do what he needs to do, and I love working with the youth because that's something else that I offer. I offer free. I have a free program to help the
jump
youth
on that, Jacob.
that basically youth from around 18 years old to about 24 years old. I help them to develop and establish credit to go purchase their first cars. I like to get all my people connected with credit unions. Credit unions are the game.
I love credit unions,
man.
bro.
Credit unions are where it's at.
I love credit unions.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Man, you just gotta sign your name. They'll give you some money.
Yeah, yeah. and they more lenient
Yeah.
than your actual banks in most cases now. So
Yeah. So let's dive into okay, so we talk about the average American, right? Mm-hmm. So, because a lot of things that we're hitting on, this kind of the upper echelon of things, like this, the detail. So I'm the average American. Mm-hmm. I got a question. I'm trying to build my credit. Mm-hmm. Should I get a credit card?
Absolutely.
Okay. And if I get a credit card, here go a question right here. So look, Terrence Yarbrough says, so credit cards should be used to pay bills and build your credit while your cash draw interest? This is a question. I want to know more about when you say cash draws interest. How is your cash drawing interest? Now, I'm a little familiar with it all. Right. I'm an advocate for a credit card if you're disciplined and know how to utilize it. Because you have a lot of credit cards, basically, who offer what they call cash back, right? Yeah. So if you go into, you got cards that pay you to buy groceries. You got cards that pay you to get gas. You got to do that type of stuff anyway.
Right.
So why not swipe it on the card, use the money you was going to pay anyway, and go ahead and pay that statement off. You're building credit and you're making money. Yep. But a lot of people, like you said, growing up, we was taught credit cards are the devil. No, it's not necessarily the devil. Is how you utilize it. Yep. The thing that I've come to the knowledge of is that back then, a lot of people didn't have the knowledge of how to do it. So they just said, don't do it.
Right.
But we have to learn and we have to grow with it. This is actually an opportunity. All right. So real quick, folks, one of the biggest things that has been taught to me is this right here, OPM. Mm-hmm. OPM. For those of you that do not know what that means, it simply means this: other people money. Do you all know what happens when you put your money to a savings account? Do you all know? Don't you know if you got $50,000, you go put it in the bank? Yeah. You can go to the bank the next day and you can't get that $50,000 just then. I mean, right back, and it's your money.
Right.
Oh, y'all know that, did you? Oh, okay. I'm gonna let Big
Stan Ross had a question, man.
What did Terrence? That's my classmate, man. What's up, Terrence? Yeah, that's my classmate. But
Terrence what
was the question? Well, I didn't get a chance to. Well,
my bad.
Let's roll.
No, my bad. So, moving too fast. He said so. Terrence says so. Credit cards should be used to pay bills and build credit while your cash draw interest. So that's what he asking.
Right. In my opinion, my debit card looks brand new. I use credit cards for everything. Okay. But like you said, Glass, being responsible with your credit cards is the key. You know what I mean? Understanding that the purchases that you're going to make those purchases with your debit card. Most debit cards, now there are some banks that offer cash rewards and things of that nature, travel rewards, but most credit cards give you incentives, and it's the most positive determining factor in building your credit. Mm-hmm. Debit cards is a cash transaction. You buy something, you pay for it. It's a cash transaction. But when you make those same purchases by using your credit card, now you're converting what would have been just a cash transaction over to a credit transaction that's going to create payment history. Mm-hmm. And you're getting rewards. You're getting something back for spending that you were going to get anyway. It may not be but a couple of dollars or a couple of cents or whatever, but it adds up over time.
Right.
If people got subscriptions or Netflix, all these subscription services, you should not be paying for those with your debit card. Man. You need to make sure that you're using those because you're gonna pay for that anyway. We're gonna watch TV and watch our cable and stuff. Those are purchases that you're going to make regardless. So might as well just go ahead and put it on a credit card and then set your credit card on auto pay and let your debit card pay off the credit card.
That's good, man.
I've even paid my mortgage with a credit card.
Okay.
But it's a way. You have to go through a system. But I get reward points by doing that.
Yeah.
Traditionally, you're not able to do that, but you can do it if you go through a certain system.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's the answer, Terrence. I definitely say credit cards are the gold standard in my opinion. For building reward points and building your credit. You constantly feeding your credit all the time.
Yeah.
So if you got credit cards and you're not using them, you're subject to get those credit cards closed, or because the lenders want to see that if they want to see you actually using the card.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you're not using them, a lot of times they'll close them. Or whatever, they won't give you credit limit increases and things of that nature. But y'all go ahead, man.
And then guess what? Like you said, when you close it, you lose all that payment history if that card has been active. That's something worth mentioning. So Stanley had a question. He wanted to find out this right. He said, "So look, how long would it take for a student loan to fall off the old credit report?"
Student loans. Now that's I need a little more information on that. Like, is it? As far as them falling off, I mean, if they active student loans, they're active student loans. If they federal government subsidized student loans, that's one thing. If they're done through a private lender, that's a whole nother ball game. But if they're active, then, they own that. But if they're in a defaulted status, or you got late payments, or they've been charged off, or things of that nature in a derogatory status, then you can most definitely dispute those. But for the most part, the statute of limitations here in Mississippi on those type of debts are about 7 years. If they've been in a derogatory or charged off or collection status.
Okay, cool. But, hey, Ball said, "What's up, my boy Vic?" First person I ever seen with TVs in their car. Well, you said you did some stuff, didn't you?
Yeah.
God dog, boy.
Yes,
But had them 8-9 inch screens.
Yeah, man, I was in them, bro. Yeah.
Man, it's good. So, all right, I got something for you, right, man? And like I said, I'm not just a rookie when it comes to this, man. Right. But it's something I learned, and maybe we can begin to talk about it. When you talk about what would you recommend with good credit? Okay, now I got good credit. Mm-hmm. Okay, I've built myself up to do this one or two things: a credit card or a line of credit. And for those y'all that's watching, some people may not understand the difference between it. And we're gonna get to you. When you say what's a credit union, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Okay. But when for those of you who don't know, a credit card is what it is. Basically the same thing. To be completely honest, a credit card is a card. What it says exactly what it is. It's a card that you credit things to. Right. A line of credit is what it says it is. It's a credit line up to a certain amount that you can go to a bank and get a cash amount of money into. Now, the good thing about that is like a credit card. It never closes unless you close it.
Exactly.
So they kind of one and the same. Yeah. But what would you, if possible, what would you recommend?
Well, both of them are great. But as you just said, a line of credit is generally you being able to walk into a financial establishment or bank, a financial institution, and you able to get access to cash at a set interest rate, versus a credit card. It is credit at an interest rate. So having a line is all depending on what you're trying to do. If you buying and selling used cars or something, and you got a financial institution that you have a relationship with, and they got a line of credit with you, and you able to go get access to hard money, cash, then the line of credit definitely would be, to me, the way to go. But if you're making other purchases and, and your sole intent is on building your credit and things of that nature, then I would say a credit card would be the avenue
That's
to
good.
go. Right.
So I got something for you. What should and should not go on a credit card? Hey, man, I
can answer that question.
I want to go get me a new Louis bag, man. I got me a $13,000 credit limit.
Credit cards, again, it's not free money. And properly and responsibly using in managing your credit is you wouldn't want to do anything on a credit card that you can't afford to pay back.
Man,
Generally, if you can't pay it back before,
run that back. Don't know. Say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
Yeah. It's definitely not for you if you already low on funds and you want to take a trip with your friends to Miami
To Ishibuda. We gonna
yeah.
Max your card out down there in Shibuda.
Yeah, turds and Katos. Yeah,
Crawfish and catfish.
yeah.
Light brick.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't want to make those purchases because that's kind of irresponsible spending.
Yeah.
And you know that there's an interest rate attached to that money. That's why I say it's not free money because it's coming at a cost. You have to be on the advantageous side of using your credit in order for it to work for you.
Yeah.
So I say don't make any purchases that you can't afford to pay back before the billing cycle ends.
Understood.
Or if you do make a purchase and you can't pay it back before the billing cycle ends, you make sure that you keep that whatever your credit limit is, that purchase needs to definitely be under 30%, but preferably it needs to be under 7 to 9% for optimum credit utilization.
Right. So when you say that, and here's why I'm asking this question, because when I first started hearing 30%, right? We're talking 30%. What does that mean? 30% means 30% of whatever it is that your credit card allows.
Right.
So you say 30%. You say, all right. Say for instance, you get $10,000 limit on. Let's say $1,000 limit on your card.
Yeah.
You should not exceed $300.
Correct.
Is that what you're saying? If you got a $10,000 limit on your card, you should not exceed $3,000.
Right.
If you got a $100,000 limit on your card, you should not exceed
$30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah.
So when you hear him say things like 30,000, that is referencing to your credit limit.
Right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, and the reason I say those type of things because when I used to hear people throw around that terminology, it was going right over my head,
Right.
and I'm not afraid to admit it. It was just, what in the heck are they talking about?
So
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so because when you having those conversations and like with people who understand the language, it's so fluent, like we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But when we're talking about it on here, man, we might have some people like we have a gentleman here, man, and this is not for what's called. We glad you inquired. He asked the question is, what is a credit union?
Okay.
You know, what is credit union? So and so it's good that we want to educate people on that to grow and mature. So I don't know how to accurately describe a credit union, man.
Right.
Let's be honest with you. Do
Absolutely. Credit unions are generally nonprofit financial institutions. They need to give out money to help people. That's what works for them. That's how they benefit. That's why credit unions are generally relationship-based financial institutions. They are more lenient in most cases than a bank. Banks are generally for-profit, and so they're like a credit union. A lot of people don't know credit unions. In their bylaws, they can't really charge over 18% for any of their products.
Wow. That's good information.
18% interest rate. So if you get a credit card, if you get 18%, that's just their top. It doesn't really go. That's part of one of the benefits of being in credit unions. Where if you go to a bank, they can charge you, 24, 28%. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
42.99% on the card, brother. That is ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's good, man.
So there are a lot of, credit unions are the best thing. I don't care if you have a bank that you like, you have a relationship, you need to have relationships with credit unions.
Yeah.
If you got a majority of your money going to your personal bank, that's fine. But if you can set up a direct deposit allotment into credit unions, they are the best. A lot of people think Navy, Federal, and I can't get in because I don't have military. Well, there are a lot of credit unions that do allow people that don't have military backgrounds.
Shout out to Statewide.
Statewide. Yes,
love
sir.
Statewide, man.
Penn Fed, Unify. It's a lot of great credit unions.
Man, we got a golden triangle credit union, man.
Yeah,
I don't know how they work, but
well, so there's and I have Triangle Federal Credit Union. Yeah. Well, the thing is that, and it's nothing against them. Like I have had a relationship with them, but I would just say certain credit unions, when I say relationship based,
Yeah.
they actually take the relationship that you have with them and they will be more lenient. Where certain credit unions treat you like a new customer, no matter how well you've done with them. Every time you need to do something, they grade you as a new person. But other credit unions will give you more leniency because you've had a positive history with them.
Man, see, that right there would upset me. I'm a relationship type guy.
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. Like, I'm big. Like, serious, I'm big on relationships. Like, it made me feel good when I walk in the bank or whatever the case is.
Yeah.
They were like, hey, Mr. Glass, how's your baby? Like,
Right.
God dog it, they taking time out to get to know me. I want I want to stay with them. You know, hey, I like people like that. Absolutely. Hey, look, man, real quick, while we playing around with this thing, we gonna spark it up. We finna open the phone lines. If y'all want to call up here, y'all got a question for Mr. Vic, a.k.a. Terrence Howard, y'all hit him up right now.
Call the phone line,
Vic,
man.
now forever hold your peace.
Hey, call the phone line, man. Hey, look, the number on the screen, man. You got a question or concern you want to ask. You know, a lot of things we are trying to hit, but at the same time, you may have a particular situation that, hey, you like, hey, I just need quick advice on. Hit up the phone line now, 662-242-4449. Again, man, I said it wrong. I did. It's 662-242-4449, man. Hit them up now, man, while we going live. I think I did a little bit. But look, while we going live right now, man, hey, hit him up. Man, he's ready now to ask a question. And I know some people may be a little shameful about it, but as he said before, the doctor can't heal what haven't been revealed.
Yes, sir.
So look, like, you don't got to go into great details, man. We'll put his number on the screen later if that need be the case.
Right.
But hey, if you interested, you ready to start making a difference, 2024, I'm ready to change my life. I need to get this credit right. Hey, hit us up right now, 662-242-4449. And with that being said, Stanley got a question. He said, how do you negotiate the interest rates on these cards?
So most credit card companies, if they give you an interest rate, like if you've done a pre-approval or whatever, they have what they call I can't think of the actual term, but it's like a second look. A lot of times the automated systems are giving you a credit card offer based on the data that you put in. But then if you actually call that issuer, they'll have a real human to look at it in their underwriting department, look at it and give you, I want to call it, I can't think of the word. It's like a second.
I think they call it a second look.
It might be a second look, yeah.
It might be.
And a lot of times you can negotiate a better rate just based off of that, just by talking to a real person. But just off of the basis of what you're saying, in most cases, it's going to be based off of a person's credibility. I mean, so of course, you know, the better your score is, of course, the better rates that you're going to generally receive.
Right.
But now,
right.
if you already got good credit and you receive an offer that you feel like is subpar, then you just actually need to call and talk to a real person, because, like I say, most of these financial institutions are automated, and they have they're fintech companies, so they got algorithms that are basing information off of just what you put in on the application.
Well, you just mentioned a powerful word there, boy. Fintech.
Man, that's great.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't know when you say fintech. Right. I mean, fintech basically is a technical company.
Right.
But man, you hitting on some stuff. I don't want to, man. Okay, I'm trying to calm down. That type of stuff get me excited.
Me too, bro.
When you start talking about fintech, you start talking about technology, you start talking about IT and stuff like that, because this is what the world is going to.
Right.
But see, and look, folks, man, if you watching now, man, I'm really hoping. Matter of fact, shout out to Terrence. Let me put it up on the screen. He said, look, Big, this is all for information, bro. We appreciate you, man. I hope y'all do.
I appreciate you too, bro.
Man, y'all don't realize, like, all right, in this day and age, how important it is to establish that form of credit. How important it is to do that. Now, with that being said, you got what's the word? It's called not an advocate. We call them, God dang it. Anyway, you got an enemy.
Yeah.
That goes against everything you saying right now.
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah.
Nemesis. Arch nemesis.
Come on.
Arch nemesis.
Yeah.
What would Dave Ramsey say to hear you talk right now?
What the?
I had to bring
Yeah.
it
Oh,
to
Ramsey.
you.
Oh, Ramsey. Yeah.
Ramsey gonna go against everything you say right now.
Rams is like the hard knock type.
Okay.
He's more of a, and I like him. Like I reference a lot of, I listen to a lot of his material, and I've listened at him for years.
Yeah.
He is more of like like a grandfather of financial literacy. Like he's gonna tell you to like grassroots it. You don't need a new car. You know what I mean? You don't. Yeah. Well, I make $100,000 a year, and I want to buy a $6,000 car. Nah.
Yeah.
You don't need that. You need to go get you a $20,000 car. You know what I mean? You need to have 6-12 months of your income saved up. You need to have these different investments or whatever the case may be. I'm just kind of paraphrasing, but he is more on that level. But I do definitely respect a lot of his information.
Yeah.
But when you understand the power of credit, when you're talking about getting somebody out of a situation just to kind of just smooth over the surface, that's one thing. But when somebody's wanting to make power moves and they say, I never want to go back to what I was in,
Yeah,
you almost can't get around credibility, man, with your credit, like, in my opinion.
You know what? And I think this is a perfect time to state this right here. All this information is solely based on where you currently stand.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because
exactly.
My situation could be a lot different. Like, I've met individuals who have zero debt. Yeah. I met individuals who have $250,000 worth of debt. I mean, I met people who just in the middle. So it's kind of like, okay, how does this pertain to me? I like to utilize the analogy of eat the meat, throw away the bone.
Right.
You got to find what fits you. And understand this is just information, and understand the information change situation, but there's no exact way that you have to do it. It's just information to help change whatever situation you may be in. Right. You know what I mean? Some people may got a late start. Some people had a good start, right? They had mom, pops, somebody that taught them the game growing up. Mm-hmm. Some people, like myself, I didn't know nothing about it. I just jumped out there head first, and I learned by bumping my head. And along the way, I developed mentors. I met individuals like you who taught me the game. So it's so many different ways to do it. It's just all about you. But folks, you cannot be afraid to face it. Yeah. You got one of the biggest thing they teach you in, what is it, AAA, whatever it's called, the alcohol thing. What is it called?
AA.
Oh, I put too many A's. I was thinking about the battery. Anyway, so double A.
We're about to get picked up. Flat tire chain.
So anyway, but the first thing is this right here. It's admitting it. Mm-hmm. You got to confess it. You know what I'm saying? You got to say to myself, you know what? I got to be real myself. I'm not taking care of my debt. I'm not doing what I need to do, but I want to make a change. You got to want it. Yeah, you got to know that why. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So real quick. So Cassandra, she said, what's the best type of credit card you can get?
The best type of credit card you can get. Again, this is circumstantial. If you're dealing with somebody with beginning credit, if you already have credit cards, you need to do debt consolidation. I think balance transfer cards are some of the best things that have existed. But if you're beginning credit, most people start with secured credit cards. A lot of people.
What's a secured credit card?
A secured credit card is a credit card that you actually have to add collateral to. So you have to add a collateral payment to that card, and that card actually becomes your credit limit. So you basically you actually adding money to the card, and you can spend up to that money. So you basically creating your own credit limit, for the instance.
Okay.
Most cards require you to put a minimum of $200 of your own personal money on it. And you use and pay that card, and it's secured debt. So it's you using your own money, and you building your credit using your own money.
I'll be kind of scared of that. Well, the reason why is because why I'm gonna give you my money and I can do that to myself. I'm kind of scared of that. Hey, I'm just thinking.
What
Hey, I'm just saying, man. Look, if I got my own $200. I'm not about to give you $200. Then I'm not gonna pay you interest on that $200. Then I'm gonna let you hold my $200. And look,
you gonna report your own to the credit bureau?
You got me there.
See?
You got me.
See,
you got me. What happened? Quake said something. I couldn't see what
Oh, no.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, go. I got you.
Yeah.
Quake threw me off right there. Y'all gotta see him. I don't have him on screen. Y'all see the faces he making.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Have mercy.
So, but yeah,
Have mercy,
to answer the lady's question, the best cards are, to me, cards that, the reason I say balance transfer cards are great because they generally going to come with a 0% interest rate from anywhere from 12 to 18 to 24 months. So if you already have existent balances on other items or other credit cards or auto loans or whatever, a lot of times, depending on what type of credit limit you have on that balance transfer card, you can transfer that debt over to the balance transfer card and actually pay down those debts that you had at a higher interest rate at a 0% interest rate for that introductory offer period. That's I've seen people purchase vehicles at a certain interest rate and then go get balance transfer cards and then take that car and add it and transfer it over to a balance transfer card, and they ride it all the way towards the end of that introductory offer, and they get it qualified for another balance transfer card at another 0%.
And transfer it again.
And just keep doing it.
Man, see, it's called learning and knowing the game.
Right.
So, folks, I don't know if y'all pay attention. The man just gave you the game on how you can pay off debt at 0% interest.
Amazing.
He just,
amazing.
He literally just told me, check this out. Check this out.
Wow.
Check this out. I'm gonna run back through it for you if you don't mind. He
go
said,
ahead.
check this out. Balance transfer card. So what you do with that balance transfer card is you transfer whatever balance you got to an introductory. Chill out, Quay. You silly.
You can do it.
Yo, crazy. You transfer it to your. And most time, I think I've seen it in most cases be for a year.
Yeah.
All right. So you can pay for a whole year 0% interest.
Yeah.
Right after that, when the year begins, now you got to be disciplined. You got to stay on top of it.
Yeah.
When the year is coming to a conclusion, find another card that offers balance transfer. Transfer the remaining debt to debt.
Right.
You transfer it to that card. Guess what?
Yeah.
You're paying 0% interest again.
Yeah.
So on and so on until you get it paid off. And guess what you're doing the whole time? Yeah. Building your credit score.
Building credit.
Man,
my God.
Yeah, because you getting
Building your credit
raw point. I wanted to have this disclaimer on there. In there, it's pertinent that you find balance transfer cards that don't have a balance transfer fee.
That's good.
Most balance transfer cards in general have a 3 to 5% balance transfer fee. So depending on what type of debt you're trying to transfer, that 3%, it may be $30, it may be $300, it may be $3,000, depending on what type of card you're trying to transfer that debt to. Now, I always recommend the Navy Federal Platinum because they have zero balance transfer fees, and I want to say that that's unlimited. Like, you can just transfer your debts, and you don't ever have that balance transfer fee. But now their introductory offer, if you've had that card over a year, then that offer is gone. But again, a credit union can't charge you over 18%.
Yeah. Only thing, I've been trying to get with the Navy Federal for the longest. Mm-hmm. I mean, I look like I was in the service, but that don't work. It don't work, bro.
Yeah.
I try to talk like Jamie Chandler.
What's up, guy?
Yeah. I walk in that thing. What up, guy? And it don't work, man. It don't work.
Right.
So, I mean, I want to get with the Navy Federal. I heard but hold on. Let's talk a little juice real quick. When the Navy Federal just in the news for some stuff?
Yeah.
So we can discuss it.
Yeah.
We can't validate whether it's true or not. But
Allegedly.
Yeah. There was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, it may be set in stone, but I don't know whatever batch that was in. I hadn't experienced experienced that situation.
Oh, so you got you a Navy Federal card?
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I am so jealous.
Yeah.
Hey, look, real quick, are you kin to any of the Beck's out of Louisville?
Absolutely.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, you look like a
Because-
Beck, man.
yeah.
I think we can.
Yeah, probably so.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about? Oh,
yeah.
shout out to Robert and what's it called, man?
Yes,
Oh, my
indeed.
God,
They're
man.
my folks. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, y'all look alike.
Yeah.
God dang it, boy.
Yeah.
God.
Boy, shit, get Taylor. Get
Hey,
ball. Get ball on. Ball. Get ball.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, leave me alone, boss. What if this ain't Robert's second,
Yeah.
third cousin removed?
Right.
Here, boy?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But that's some good stuff, man. Hey, look, folks, I don't know if y'all paying attention. It been some nuggets. We dropped some nuggets, man.
Right.
But look, well, Koy, I feel like you got some stuff. Do you want to pick a side?
Man, we could do that, bro.
You want to pick a side? Well, we got something for you, Vic.
Let's do it.
All right, we finna jump in. We finna talk a little Noah real quick, man. You know we like to have fun.
Show no.
So we talking about credit.
Okay.
All right, talk about credit. We talking about credit. So before we do that, my bad, Quay. Quay, you know you gotta stay on me, man. I be on it. Hold on, I messed wrong, button. Uh-oh. Y'all, look, man, we trying to get a switcher player in here.
Yeah.
All right, so you ready, man? Look,
Yeah.
it's time for Ball came up with this edition of the podcast. Shout
Okay.
out to Taylor Ball, he on here. It is called.
What's up, Ball?
Go ahead and flip that thing one time, Quay. It's time to pick your side.
Pick
Okay.
your side and stay
Pick
there,
your side
man.
and stay there, man. Pick your side.
Pick
and
your
stay there.
side and stay there. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask a question, man. You know, and y'all in the comments, y'all already know how I go. If you've been watching the past with all the shows this year, pick your side and stay there now.
Yeah.
So Vic, we're gonna start with you, man. And y'all in the comments, I want to hear y'all too. Would you rather do the laundry or would you rather do the dishes?
Both of them.
Whoa, God, wait a minute
Yeah.
now.
Maintenance man. Yeah. Both of them. They got to get done, bro.
Hey, man, hold
The
on.
dishes got to be washed. The laundry got to be done.
Hey, you single,
Grits
right?
ain't grocery. Eggs ain't protein.
Vic, pick one, man.
Both of them. What I wrote, let me do the. I do the laundry,
like,
bro.
Man, shoot, nigga.
Yeah.
Nice, man.
Shoot it, man. I go with the laundry, man.
You do the
Laundry.
laundry?
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I'm with that. I gotta say, I will probably do the laundry over this.
Yeah.
I got them dishes, dog.
You got them non-stick dishes now. If you got non-stick, you all right.
I got them dishes, man.
Why you
I
got it?
hate folding clothes, bro.
Why?
Bro, I don't know why. I don't know what it is, bro.
You don't like the flop?
Man, I hate folding clothes, bro.
You ever try to fold a fitted bed sheet?
Ooh,
Just ball it up.
man.
Just ball it up,
The
man.
answer, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I see Cassandra in the comments. She say laundry. Okay.
All right, laundry.
Yeah. I'm gonna let y'all have that laundry, man.
Chill out, man.
All right. Next one, man. This a good one. This a good one.
Oh,
Y'all in the comments. Would you rather owe money or owe a favor?
I'll let him answer first.
Mm.
Ooh-wee. Would you rather owe somebody money or owe somebody a favor?
Or my favor or money. I could do the favor.
You do the favor.
I go with the favor.
I am.
Say favor ain't fair.
You right. That's why I won't go with the favor. I'm going with the money.
Where is my money, man?
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm going with the money, bro.
Yeah.
The favor could be anything.
Yeah,
You know how
man.
many I done seen so many people
Yeah.
get screwed up on movies, to be honest, about favor.
yeah.
All right. Oh, I finna give you a famous favor right here. Everybody seen that movie, John Wick.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He say, you just owe me a favor. They never specify what the favor is.
Yeah.
But if you're a person of your word and that is asked of you, it could be a favor of, I need you, I don't know, I'm just going to go off the high end of things. I need you to go slap your wife's sister.
Yeah. The money favors turn bad too, though, boy.
But I'm saying, like, if
Yeah, they do.
The money favors turn bad. bro.
But I just owe you money. If I owe you $50,
Yeah.
I just owe you $50.
Where is my money, Rico?
That man.
Remember how Suge,
Look at balls
Suge had Vanilla Ice hanging on? What store we on? Hey, what store we on in the?
I'd rather owe you some money, man. I'd rather owe you some money. I
Yeah.
don't want no favor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, well, you might try to run out with that.
Yeah.
And I got
good on
I got my rights.
Yeah.
I got
You know
my
what I'm
rights.
saying?
Yeah.
All right, last one in this segment to pick your side and stay there. Prenup or not? before marriage? You gonna get married, prenup, or no prenup?
I'm married now, so I ain't
pick your side, dog.
I ain't got nothing to say.
Say what?
Pick your side. Prenup or no prenup?
Yeah, cause you know I ain't gonna tell everybody how much.
You were born
you
in this
worth.
world. You were born with no clothes. You were born naked.
That you came in, that you should leave.
That's how you gonna leave.
You gonna be in your casket naked, guy?
Huh?
Wait a
You know, some people put you in your
Yeah,
casket.
prenup.
Yeah. For real, you know, some people they put you in your casket
Oh,
with
man.
just a blaze on.
Who do that, man?
Some people you got a blaze on.
Don't y'all send me to this funeral home that Rico talking about. I'm gonna be in my casket with just the top hat, just a blaze on, and the bottom.
Yeah.
Bro, what funeral home you talking
I
about?
hope they'll knock your casket off.
Bro. Well, rigor mortis in that
What?
thing.
That boy ain't got on no drawers.
Well, looking like the Arm & Hammer box.
Yeah.
That boy. Look at Jay. Look at Jay. Hey. Man, I want to know what funeral home this Rico talking about, man. I'm in the casket with a blazer and shirt and tie. Bottom jet out.
Got it folded up like that the way so it look like it took down there, boy.
But-
Somebody wearing them pants.
Yeah, that boy got embalmed real good.
Yeah. Bunny 3000. So.
Yes, sir.
Man, the Bunny 3000.
Well, y'all crazy. Well, y'all crazy.
We gonna know nothing about that.
Bunny 3000.
Boy, you,
That old suit
I'm
cover.
through.
Oh.
Prenup or no, man.
Yeah.
Huh?
I would say this, man. I'll be
Yeah,
honest
you
with
take it. Take it.
I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. If I would have become a multimillionaire, I would definitely do a prenup.
Yeah.
I'll do a prenup. If I had to remarry, of course, let me say that, man. I don't want anything my wife be like, you know what? But no, but you know, I mean, I'm already married.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would definitely, if I was in a different situation, I would do a prenup. Simply because I want to know that you're here for the right reasons.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because come on now, let's be me. I'm the type of person. I think that you should always face things as they are. Let's be 1,000. If I care about you, I love you. If you care about me, I love you. Money shouldn't be the main concern. Now I can see the argument, but I'm the one that's making sure you're good. And if then if something happen, we go our separate ways. I'm stuck. Mm-hmm. I can see the argument within reason.
Right.
But at the same time, if there is a strong establishment between the two,
There you go.
he should have set that woman up. If stuff goes south, you still good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna purposely pay you just, you're not gonna have my assets. Right. But because I care about you enough, I'm still gonna make sure you're good.
Right.
But I just don't believe, like, man, because just as a man, as an individual, bro, I work hard to get where I'm at. And and I'm not saying I'm nowhere, fancy enough, but it took a lot of hard work to get here.
Right.
Like, a lot.
Right.
Sleeping at night, getting up in the morning, man, look. And you mean tell me just because you said I do, and we had a little fun every now and then, you finna get half there. Man, shut your mouth and shoot me.
You opened up you gave me just a different observation, because initially when you hear it, you think, well, either this or that. But
Yeah.
it's all about how you lead into that situation. Like you said, the establishment.
Mm-hmm.
When you establish that relationship right, it ain't gonna be no problem with it, because you know what it is.
Right,
you know what
right,
you're
right.
going into. You know that you developed that union, and you got somebody that. And I'm just using this as it's a cliche-ish term, but if you got people, it ain't about everybody having the same thing, but it's about we both bringing something to the table.
Come on, yeah.
So, but when you think about it, it's like you thinking, well, I got the most, and the person that I'm gonna be with ain't gonna have what I have. And if things don't work out, then I don't want them having half of what I have.
Right.
But if you're going to it the right way, then quite naturally, you won't. Even if for whatever reason, I'm thinking even if things didn't work out, you think that you have that right establishment, you and that person can part as friends or on a cordial basis, and we understand what this was, because, hey, it didn't work out, but we
we
went about it the right way. Yeah, respectful. Yeah.
And so I think when it comes to a situation like that, like that's why I believe in, here's a common phrase we used to say growing up when we talked about running game. We talk to a young lady, whatever case may be. You used to hear this right here. Yeah. Conversation rules the nation. Yeah. Now we said that jokingly because it sounded good, but the reality of it is that is reality.
That's right. That's right.
So it's good. Even the Bible tells us, above all things, get understanding.
Get understanding. Yes,
and it's important that you all have that communication and you talk about those things and be upfront so that you all could omit those possibilities of that. Like man, let's be 1,000. Look, I got $100 million. You got $50 to your name. When you get married for 2 years and then it don't work out, you finna get $50 million. I only have $50 million. Come on now.
Right.
I look out for you.
The math ain't mathing, man.
The math ain't mathing.
Yeah.
Now I look out for you. I throw a meal at you or something like that. Make sure you're good. Right. But $50 million? $50 million? Yeah. Where you think you're getting out, Jessica Clinton? Yeah. We said don't rush out. But I'm just saying, just think about that.
Right.
$50 million. You got $100 million. Right. That person got $50 in their name.
Yeah.
And because they decided to engage in holy matrimony with you, they get $50 million of it in 2 years.
Hang out with
they
you.
Come out.
Hang out.
Come up.
Come to hang out with you.
And there's one lady who taught everybody that. And I'm scared to say her name on here because I don't want this podcast.
Don't do it. Don't.
I'm say it because she come on here like I'm gonna debate the mess out of her. I'm gonna have to do some research, but she good. Brittany Renner.
Yeah.
What she did? What's his name? PJ. What's his name? God dog. Oh, but what's his name? Washington. PJ Washington.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like she didn't marry him, but she got a baby by him.
Yeah.
And how much he paying a month?
Well, that's a whole nother show right here.
Yeah,
that's a very controversial topic. But when you break it down to its simplest form, if you basing it off doing what's right, it's easy.
Yeah,
it's an easy answer when you doing what's right. But you only can speak for yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
So I can only speak from the position of saying that my vibe is going to attract a person that's a like-minded person that know how to respect my values and understand that, hey, because some people say, hey, you don't have to, I signed a prenup because I don't want to take nothing from you that I didn't bring. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't, you know what I mean? You the math ain't mathing when you think that you can get more out of something than you invested into.
Come on,
if you had ill intention, or you knew that this person was an athlete and your driving force was that, then that's bad altogether. But see, again, that's a layered conversation because most people looking at the financial gain.
Right.
But I'm looking at the emotional strain. You know what I mean? The side, the personal side. Man, I just look like this. I just look like that. I tell you. You want to know anything? You want to know anything? I'm finna get out. I'm finna get out. Wait. Hey, you want to know anything about anybody? Man, take a look at the checkbook and the cell phone. It'll tell you everything you ever want to know about any person. It's not a mystery. Where people spend their money and where they spend their time, that's where they interested at. So it's not a mystery. We just overlook a lot of things. But I've seen credit files, just back on the credit thing real quick, if you would let me. I've seen people come to me and say, well, I'm about to get a divorce and this guy is this and that and the other, da-da-da-da, and I need to go get my own stuff and da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I look at the credit, so I say, hey, let me, doctor can only hear what you reveal. Let me take a look at what you got going. So I look on this credit file and I see you got 7 authorized user cars that are in perfect condition. Perfect, this person paying their bill. They paying. Well, who added you as authorized? My husband. Okay, but then I go on down, I see all of these credit cards, charged off accounts. All this is you. So, where you say, well, hey, it was some infidelity in there, but I know what finances can do, and that's why it's so important. It can cause a lot of confusion. Romance without finance is a nuisance.
Ooh,
so it causes problems. It's not because a person don't care, they don't like you.
Podcast title right there, Romance without. Well, listen.
Yeah. So and I see that, and I back up and I say, hey, it ain't my business. You came to me for one thing, but could it be that your poor spending habits or your financial habits could have been a contributing factor to your situation, because I'm thinking that may be an area that you can tap into, that maybe you can salvage your relationship. He doing what he need to do, you not. But most time in this particular situation, she never even factored that in, that was causing the issue in this situation.
Boy, man, stop. Because you finna tamper, man.
And you look at my profile and see a bunch of Popeye chicken transactions, man.
On your credit report? Boy, you a bad boy. Boy, he been buying.
Got no Popeyes.
Hey, when them sandwiches first came out, boy, I was up there.
Oh, man. He was up there.
What about the biscuit, though?
Yeah.
Strawberry biscuit.
Pontiac.
You need some milk.
Pontiac running hot in the drive-through line, trying to get that chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Listen,
Go ahead.
I was up there when them sandwiches came out, boy.
Yeah.
All right, so real quick, man. What sandwich was best of y'all? What was that? Was there somebody stuck?
All of them.
All of them. Which one better, y'all? Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
I need that Popeye car.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll
Yeah.
Popeyes too, bro.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be real with
pretty
y'all.
good too now. Like churches had.
I like I've tasted. It doesn't do it for me, man. I gotta go Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A biscuit
Oh,
better.
my bad. Yeah, man. Chick-fil-A, man.
No,
I
I'm
forgot.
not saying.
Hey,
I'm not saying.
Hey,
Oh yeah,
Jonathan,
yeah.
Melissa.
Shout out.
Hey,
No, y'all, you heard him.
Remix.
No, man, I'm serious though. I like Chick-fil-A.
Sorry.
Hey, your boy done traded on you, man.
Yeah.
Your boy done traded on you.
man, let's move on. To
Yeah,
the
let's
next
move on.
one, man. 'Cause I got
Yeah.
something. I got
All right.
something for
yeah,
y'all,
go
man.
ahead, man.
Go ahead.
All right, man. So that's it for Pick Your Side, though, man. That's it for that, man. We're going to move on to hot topics, though, man.
What you got for me?
I got one hot topic, though, bro.
What you got?
So check this out, man. The state of Ohio, bro, has proposed to pay kids to attend school. We talking about kindergartners and ninth graders, man.
Okay.
There's a lot of truancy going on. If you don't know what truancy is, that's the action of staying away from school without good reason. So I'm just not going to school.
Okay, that's
You know, I don't want to go today. That's truancy.
all right. So the goal is to pay. How much are they paying or what is?
So listen to this, man. We're talking about this is in Ohio's in select districts, if I understand, ninth graders and kindergartners. So you must attend 9 out of 10 days, 90% of 2 weeks. You get $25. All right.
Okay.
Now for the quarter, if you attend 90% of the quarter, look at Vic, you get 150. All right.
Oh, man.
If I attend 90% of the whole year, they're gonna cut the check for $700.
So when is the money issued? Because you just said 9 out of 10 days. So in 2 weeks can I expect $25?
Yeah,
And then
from my understanding,
so then when I make a quarter, they're gonna give me another $150.
at the end of the quarter. that's
So
another
we
100.
looking at right now potentially $875 a kid can make just from going to school.
Hey, I'm talking about in kindergarten, but I got all the snacks, man.
Okay, I mean, I wish they
You know
would
what
did
I'm
that when I was coming up, man. I would have. Okay, I mean,
How y'all feel about that, man?
it got its pros and cons. If we want
Pros and cons,
yeah,
man.
you don't see no pros and cons.
Yeah. I want to talk about some money I've supposed to been getting. I wait till February.
God dang.
Pros and cons. How you feel about it, man?
I mean, it's pros and cons to it, man. Okay, okay. Well, let me elaborate on my con. You know, of course, the most definite pro is the idea that you're getting paid to do something that you're already supposed to be doing. That's pro. The con to it is now you're forcing me to be educated by a system that only wants you to know certain things and omit some others. That's a whole different podcast, though.
Yeah.
Because there's only certain things that are included in the history book.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're trying to force me to accept that education about America. If you're gonna give it to me raw.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Don't just halfway teach me and want me to be okay. So that's why I say it's a pro and con to it. Because what I think is slowly beginning to happen is that people are becoming woke to a lot of different things. There's no more of standards. I mean, because here's the question: who created the standards? Who created the standards when it comes to education? And why are the standards only based on soul things? Because there's so much hidden. Right. That's a whole different podcast. Yeah. But there's so much stuff hidden that people don't want to talk about that's slowly becoming out. Yeah. And people are getting hip to it. And people are getting tired of it. And that's why you seeing such a revolutionized stance. I'm not saying I agree with it. Yes, sir. But I'm saying I understand it. Does it make sense? Yeah. Because I wouldn't want, I got a little girl. I wouldn't want you to believe that all that stuff that happened back in the day was okay. Mm-hmm. Like, that's just a part of it. It is what it is. No, let's talk real. No, that you wrong. Because I'm just be honest, I've been in that hot box.
Not the hot box.
They're before dishonor. I live by, stand by. I just want to say that because I heard Kevin Gates say that. But anyway.
No, that's it, man. That's the hot topic for the day, man. That's the proposal, though, to pay these kids to go to school, man.
Pay them to go to school, man.
Yeah, it wasn't no pay for me.
It wasn't no pay for you.
Yeah, my mama was like, you ain't staying here.
That's what she said, bro. Well, y'all know what time it is, man.
But
y'all know what time it is, man. Time for Rico's Unbreakable Moment, man. So look here, man. Check this out, folks. That's all I'm going to say right here, man. We're going to start doing the ABCs of life. Okay, we already missed A, but it's all good. We're going to start on B. The B that I have for you today is believe in yourself. Mm-hmm. Do you know why the lion is the king of the jungle? Anybody know that? Answer the question. The lion, he's not the fastest. Mm-hmm. He's not the heaviest. He's not the tallest. He's not even the smartest. Mm-hmm. But the lion is the king because he believes he's the king. When a lion sees an elephant, as big as that elephant may be, he thinks food. He don't believe anything else. He don't look at the weight. He don't look at the size. He don't look at the statue. He looks at him. He says food. When the elephant sees the lion, the elephant only thinks one thing: eater. You know what I mean? Your belief system control who you are.
Yes, sir.
Not the eater.
Yo, you know what, Quay? See, I can't be serious to save my freaking life around Jordan. I can't be serious to save my life around Quay. All I'm saying this right here. Your belief system control who you are. You got to believe in yourself and the power that you have to control your life day by day. Believe in yourself. You got to believe in, you know what I'm saying, people talk about me, they crown me, but I crown myself as a king. I don't crown myself as a king because I look for somebody else to do it, because that's who I believe I am. I'm a king of my domain. I'm not a king to everybody that approaches me. I'm not a king to everybody who knows me, but I'm a king to Rico Glass. And I treat myself as such. And I believe it. You got to believe in yourself. Whatever you're doing credit, whatever you're trying to get your house together, whatever you're trying to get your finances together, if you're trying to get your marriage together, if you're trying to get your career together, if you're trying to get your entrepreneurship together, if you're trying to get your business together, you got to believe. That is a requirement of success. Success is not something that just happens. It's something that you put forth the effort. With that being said, that is the unbreakable moment for today. Yes, sir. Look here, folks, man, before we go, man, we definitely want to thank Sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Vic, man. Shout him out one more time, man. Mr. Victor Hayes, man. Y'all hit him up. Facebook. Yeah. If you want to begin to get your credit right, things of that nature, man, y'all hit him up right now, man. But before we go, we know what we got to do. We like to treat our guests special. With that being said, man, we want to present something to you. Ho, what you got? Ho, what you got? All right. Yeah, Mr. Vic, we want to present you with the Official Unbreakable Glass podcast.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, hang it up in your office.
No
man,
doubt.
we appreciate you coming through and
Man,
educating
thank
us when
y'all.
it comes to credit, man.
Thank y'all,
So,
bro.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Appreciate
sir.
you having
Yes,
me,
sir.
man.
Yeah, bro.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Come on back round, Rico. What Jacob dropped?
Jake Wilkins,
Gibraltar.
Hey, man, one time, man, shout him out. Man, give him one more round of applause,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Yeah, boy. Folks get out here, you got to get,
Let me say
Yo,
something.
what's up with y'all, man?
yeah.
I want to say something to y'all right
Okay,
quick.
let's go back.
Real quick. It ain't. This ain't. We ain't got to go. You ain't got. Hey,
Shut up.
see, we ain't talking about plexiglass. We ain't talking about fiberglass.
Come on, what you talking about?
We're talking about that bulletproof, unbreakable glass.
No.
Yes, sir.
No, not the bulletproof.
You better let them know.
What the?
You better let them know.
Yes, indeed, man. A pleasure to be here with you guys, man.
Appreciate you coming.
Appreciate you, bro.
Anybody want to reach me? I'm on all social media platforms. You can find me at Credit Mechanic Financial Solutions, or you can just look me up on as Victor Hayes. The mix between Terrence Howard, Fred Hammond, and who else? Rand Salad. Rand Salad. Look me up, man. I'm gonna treat you right. So yeah, I do free consultations. So you don't have much to lose, but you got a whole lot to gain.
Come on with it.
So
Come on,
let's
bro.
tap in and get people together. Buying homes, cars, starting businesses, need business funding, whatever the case may be. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, most
It's too
definitely,
easy.
man. All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Hey, one time for your boy Quavo. Yeah.
Hey,
Oh.
Yay.
Hey, man, I was trying to give you the round of applause, but
We're gonna hit the wrong button over here. Glad, what you
hey,
doing,
man,
brother?
my bad, man. I was trying to give you a round of applause, bro.
All right, y'all. Y'all be
Hey,
easy. Y'all
boy,
be
Quavo,
easy, man.
Hey, one time, man, we want to thank everybody, man. Those of you who are watching on YouTube, those of y'all who are watching on Facebook, those of you who are watching live, those of you who are coming back and watching later. Man, we hope that, well, matter of fact, we know this a lot was said that you can take from me, and we look forward to you all coming back next week. Same time, same place. This has been Unbreakable Glass Podcast. And with that being said, we are out this
Yes, sir.
thing. Peace up, baby. Let's get it, baby.